Hi guys, this is going to be just a quick video on how to quickly and easily sieve some soil. It's soil that's already been used and it's got a lot of organic matter stuck in it, so old bits of roots and things like that. This is a way I found of quickly just getting rid of all those loose bits before you actually sieve it into its finer compartment. So let's have a go. I'll show you what we do. So basically all I do is run my hand around in circles and it brings all of the debris to the top, so you end up with a ball like that. So you can throw that away, just put it on there for now. And so that's a quick way of just doing it before you put it into the sieve, because this clogs all the holes of the sieve up anyway. So just quickly before you do it, that's all you need to do. Brings up all of the stuff you don't need to the top. As long as you don't mind getting your hands dirty, that's the either way to do it. You can do it with gloves on, but I find it's easier with the fingers. It just brings up all of that. You lose a few parts of the soil, but you know that's nothing compared to what you could lose by chucking it all away. So it's just a light touch, just round in circles. Eventually you end up with a little clump like that. Basically that's all there is to it, really. I find it's quicker to do this process first before you sieve out the graded particles. Otherwise you end up getting it all stuck in the grid of the sieve anyway. So you don't have to be really thorough, you can get just the main bits out. Doesn't seem to be too much in this particular mix, but it all helps. Of course, if you're ambidextrous, you can do both hands at the same time. Yeah, that's got most of it, I think. Yep. Another way you can do it is just rubbing it in your hands. That takes a lot longer. You can do that and you get bits. Right, so that's the main, got rid of most of that, so let's get rid of all of that. So those stones can go back in. So what I'm going to briefly do is let's put it in this bucket first. Just going to quickly do a demonstration on how I sieve the soil. Put that in there for now. So there's lots of fine soil in this where it's been compacted when it's been in the pot. So there's a lot of that which is going to be sieved out. There. That's it. Right. So, as you probably know, you've got 3 grades of sieve available to you. You've got the coarse, medium and the fine. You can of course use more than one together if you want to. But for this demonstration we'll start off with the coarse. Just grab a scoop. seems to be a lot of fine soil in this. So all you do, dig through it. That's your first set of findings. As you can see, you pick up all of the debris. So put the large stones on that tray for now, and then in between each sieving, I like to just give that a pat out. So let's try a bit more in one go. Get rid of that. What you can do, if you've got a lot in it like this, you can just do it with your hand. Just push it through. This helps when the soil is wet. And you just put it through the mesh like that. Right. So this one's picked up all of the bits that I didn't pick up with the hand sieving. There's quite a few bits in there, so bring that to one side, all the stones, and you should be able to pick those bits up. Throw those away. Do the same the other way. Yeah, not much there. That's it. Good. So that's the first grade of stones. I would use those size stones for a drainage course in the bottom of big pots. So if I'm using flower pots, for instance, then these would go in the bottom of the flower pot. So I've already got a tray over here with some graded stones in, so they can go into there. So that's my drainage level. And then I've got a second pot with finer soil, and a third pot over there with even finer soil still. So we'll take out the coarse mesh, we'll put in the medium, and what we can do is we can bring this onto the top. There's your second layer of stones. As you can see, you've got all the fine stones left there. Question of going through the whole batch like that. Get that one full up. You just get rid of those pieces. And that's that one. And then you find a new container. Bear with me. Try and use this. Let's put that in there. That's it. No, sorry. put the fine grain in there. So all of this soil has been used before. It's come out of trees that I've repotted this year. So what I tend to use this for is if I've got a large pot to fill up, I use all of the spent soil in the bottom third of the pot and then fill up with fresh compost for the other third. So if I'm using large flower pots to grow something on, then that's what I do. So nearly finished on this one. You see there's a lot of fine dust in there. One more really, so let's put all that into there. And this soil go into here. Layer 2. Take that one out, clean that one off. Put the fine one in. Do a final seal of this. For the fine one, I tend to just put a little bit less in the sieve. Don't shake it as much. There we go. So all of this stuff here, it's really fine. It will compact really tightly together. If that gets wet, have I got any water? Ooh, just a little bit. Just to demonstrate what will happen. So when this gets wet, it's just going to clog up. That's no good for a bonsai. You're not going to get fine feeder roots in that. It's going to be far too wet for some trees and it will cause root rot. So all of those findings like that have to be thrown away. They're no good for the bonsai. You can use them to put into other flower pot mixes if you like, but no good for bonsai. So I just tip those away. Carry on. Move all that to one side. I'm running out of pots at the moment, so I'm going to put those thinner ones there. I'll find a pot later to put those into. A couple more sievings and that'll be that. You can, if it's a slightly windier day, you can flick it up in the air like that, and some of the light fluffy stuff gets blown away by the wind, so this sort of stuff would get blown away by the wind. It's a nice sunny day here today and there's no wind to speak of. So let's try that all in one go. So here we go. Doing it like this just forces the fine soil chip through the mesh, keeps all the fine grade stones on the top of the mesh. There we go. A little bit of fluff there that you can throw away. Sometimes you can get a little stick, you just do that and it'll have the same effect. Use your fingers. That's okay, so I'll put the last sieving of those in there. Get rid of this soil. And we'll separate these out. If you're going to reuse soil such as Akadama, what you can do, if you can get away with it, is to sterilise it in the oven. So just put it on about 100 degrees, leave it in the oven for a couple of hours if your wife lets you, or wait until she's gone out and do it when she's not around. But that just helps to sterilise the soil. If there's any bugs or anything in it, it helps to kill those off, and then you can obviously reuse the soil over and over again. So that's just a quick demonstration of how to sieve the soil for grades. So again, this could be a drainage layer in the bottom of a pot, and then this would be what you pot the tree in. It all depends on the type of the tree. I might add some more organic matter to it, or depend on what I'm potting up, I might add some grit if it needs to be a bit more free draining. But that's your 3 basics basically. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one.